Hey, family and friends, we're gonna do a quick talking head video while I eat my dinner. Anyway, we're gonna do 10 little known facts about me. That's a matter of opinion, it's all relative. What you think you know, what you don't know. Okay, we're gonna start. One, this is in no particular order, so fight me. I don't think that's a little known. I think I look like I'm in my 50s, mid 50s maybe. But yeah, I will be 57 come January. Aquarius in the house. I rep my zodiac hard, but that's not little known. Anybody who knows me know I rep my zodiac. Okay. Number 2, stories are my therapy and my superpower. I am a writer. I love writing stories. I love writing Halloween stories. I'm not into horror, but I like writing scary stories. Isn't that weird? I do not watch horror movies. I do like, horror stories, and I do like to write scary stories. Not even so much horror, more of who did it, or why did that happen. Not even the who did it, because that's more like detective, but more of why did that happen? And let's get down to the crux of it, right? So it might be spiritual, some of it might be otherworldly, some of it might be, out of this world. Okay, I am over 50 and I'm still learning. I like to learn, and I believe that I can learn from anyone, regardless of age, regardless of creed, color, or character. I believe that I'm open, and I am open to learning from anyone. Excuse me, I have to take a bite because I am very hungry. Number 4, I'm not sure what number we're on, but I don't know if I would say raising, because my daughter is 18, but I'm rebuilding my relationship with my daughter. And most of the time she thinks she's raising me. I let her think that because, it's easier, let her think she's in charge, whatever. I'm working on a business on the side business. I am a reseller at heart. I love to find good deals. I love thrift stores. I love flea markets. I love buying wholesale and doing what I can in order to sell that. I'm learning as I go and teaching my daughter as well, because I want her to be able to be in charge of her own income. I don't want her to have to take any job. That's not to say that I don't think she should have a job. Obviously, I think she should have a job. I have a job. But I think that she should take a job that she wants, because that's what she loves to do. Having your own income, having your side income, gives you the ability to pick, choose, and refuse. And so I'm doing that for myself, and I'm also trying to teach my daughter that as well. Okay, number 6, 5, 6, 4. Math is not my strong suit. That's also not a little known fact. But I believe deeply in community and advocacy. And I think one of the biggest tenets of advocacy is education. Because if you educate the community on their rights, if you educate the community on what's available to them, if you educate the community on how they can navigate the system, how they can move forward and build better for themselves, you lift up the whole community. So I am definitely a big believer in community and advocacy through education, and not necessarily formal education. Because I know a lot of people walking around here with PhDs, dumb as a doornail. And I know a lot of people walking around here that have not gone past the 4th grade and can school you from the rooter to the tutor. I used to be into fitness back in the day. I used to spend 2.5, 3 hours in the gym. And that's not cardio. I was in the gym lifting. I used to ride 20 to 30 miles a day. I used to be in a bike before I was hit by a car. I thank God that, I still have activity of my limbs, most of my sense on a good day, because I know people who've been hit by a car and did not walk away with as much. But I used to be in the gym all the time, lifting. I think that's one of the things that has helped me through some of my ailments, because I am strong, and a lot of things that I have gone through has not really rocked me physically, because I am strong, muscularly. I'd like to get back into the gym, so that's I am going to get back into the gym. I have to speak these things into existence, right? I have to speak them into existence. This is the other thing. I used to be horrible to people who have lisp. I used to be and now I have a lisp. Yeah. So be careful how you treat people, because things can spin back around on you. Karma can spin the block and hit you in the mouth, literally. I'm a big believer in multiple streams of income. I do not believe that you should depend on one stream of income. What the hell? Okay, I don't know where we are on the number, but I think I'm going to finish up with 2 more. One, I was in the shelter for 18 months. Yeah, I know. It sounds like a bid. It felt like one too. I shouldn't say that, because there's no comparison to actual jail, or the one I act like being in the shelter is similar to jail. Even though I've heard people who've been to jail say that, but you could leave, right? You have your freedom. So this is no discrediting the difficulties of actually being in prison or in jail. But I was in the shelter for 18 months. It was very, very hard. Living in the building with over 120 women. Yeah. But that's it. 120 women, 4 bathrooms. Now, mind you, the bathrooms had multiple showers and multiple stalls and what have you. But still, the idea of sharing a roof with 120 women, I got some stories that curl your hair or make your hair straight, depending on what you start out with. So that's what. And this is going back to like my stories. I am obsessed with the epilogue, because usually when I hear a story, I'm like, I wonder how that would have ended. I wonder what that would have looked like 2 years down the road. You know how you listen to a story and they're like, oh, and John and Mary got married and they lived happily ever after. You say, okay, but what about 2 years down, 3 years down? What does that look like? I don't know why, but I want to. I don't know. Maybe is that my greedy nature? I always want more. I always want to know more. Or maybe it's because I'm nosy. I want to know. Are y'all really happily ever after? Was John telling the truth when he said he would forsake all others? Was Mary standing there being honest, or was she looking to the side over there at the best man? Because they used to know. So I'm saying, I could pull out a whole nother story out of a story that what is that? Is that nosy? What is that? Messy? Messy and nosy? I don't know. Anyway, that's little known facts about me. I said 10, but I lost count somewhere. So don't take me to court on it, okay? You know, it is what it is. It is what it T-I is. I know that isn't spelled, but you know what I mean. All right, you have a good night.